Hello students. In previous video we see how SN2 reaction mechanism is carried out when reaction take place in between methyl bromide and aqueous NaOH or KOH. We study in detailed SN2 mechanism in previous video. Now today in this video we learn about SN1 reaction mechanism. First of all, consider the reaction between tertiary butyl bromide and aqueous NaOH or KOH, and that gives the product tertiary butyl alcohol. Here we should write the reaction. Here we react tertiary butyl bromide with aqueous NaOH or KOH. Here this is tertiary butyl bromide, this is NaOH or KOH, and then both these reacts with each other and they form the tertiary butyl alcohol as a product. Here we study the kinetic of this reaction by considering in the ionic form of this reaction. We should write the ionic form of this reaction as now from the above ionic form we can conclude that this reaction follows first order kinetics, and hence the rate of this reaction depends on the concentration of only one species, and that species is a substrate. This is T-butyl bromide, and hence due to this reaction called as substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction, that is SN1 reaction, we should write the rate of this reaction or rate equation of this reaction as rate is directly proportional to substrate, and here the substrate is tertiary butyl bromide. Hence rate is equal to K into concentration of tertiary butyl bromide. From this rate equation, the nucleophile does not influence the rate of reaction. In this rate equation there is no concentration of nucleophile, means the new concentration of nucleophile does not interfere or does not influence or affect the rate of this reaction. In other words, this reaction take place in two steps, and from that two step, the first step is a slow step and in that step carbon halogen bond of substrate or in substrate that undergoes the heterolysis or heterolytic fission and they form carbocation. We know that any type of reagent when undergoes heterolysis it forms cation and anion. Here carbon and in the first step carbon and halogen bond, the bond between carbon and halogen undergoes heterolysis. Okay, the step first we should write as here this is tertiary butyl and when in first step actually this step is a slow step or we also called this step as RDS, that is rate determining step. Here this carbon and bromine bond undergoes heterolytic bond fission and due to the heterolytic bond fission it creates two types of ions, one is cation and other is anion. Here this carbon carries a positive charge means cation here this carbon carry positive charge, due to this it is called as carbocation. The species in which carbon carry positive charge that species is called as carbocation and it is an intermediate. Intermediate means the unstable species formed during the chemical reaction called as intermediate. This bond break heterolytically. Here the both electrons present in this bond after breaking that both of electrons carry by Br and hence Br carries a negative charge and carbon carries a positive charge. This is the first step and in this first step the formation of carbocation take place by breaking of carbon halogen bond. In the next step, in the second step, actually this step is a faster step because here this carbocation form is a highly reactive species. In the first step, that is second step, the nucleophile which carries a electron pair. In second step, the nucleophile which carry a electron pair that attack on this planar carbocation. This carbocation, on this carbocation, this nucleophile which carries a negative charge means electron pair and that attack on this carbocation, planar carbocation. From here the possibility of attack of this nucleophile from both side, because this carbocation is a planar carbocation, means this carbocation present in plane and due to the presence in plane the nucleophile attack from both side, from here from back side as well as from front side and forms a product called tertiary butyl alcohol. Now this is the total mechanism of SN1 reaction mechanism. Now we see the silent features of SN1 reaction mechanism. How this reaction mechanism take place. Actually, what factors affect on this mechanism, here we study in the silent features of SN1 mechanism. The first point is that this is two-step mechanism. This is a two-step mechanism. We already see here in the first step the heterolysis of carbon halogen bond take place in slow step, and it is a reversible in manner, and it forms planar carbocation. It forms a planar carbocation or intermediate. Third, attack of nucleophile on the carbocation intermediate in first and second step to form a product. We also see this in the reaction mechanism. When SN1 reaction is carried out at chiral carbon in an optically active substrate, then the product form is nearly racemic. This indicates that the SN1 reaction proceeds mainly with racemization. This fourth point indicates that if we take the substrate optically active substrate, this substrate is optically active, if then this product, alcohol product, is formed as a racemic mixture. Means it forms two types of enantiomers, that is D and L. Both types of enantiomers it forms when the substrate alkyl halide is a optically active substance, means it carry a chiral carbon. It is due to this, because this nucleophile attack from both sides on this planar carbocation, and when it attack from both sides, then the first isomer should be formed is a diisomer, and other from by other side attack, it is L isomer, and both isomers form as a mixture, and this mixture called as racemic mixture, and the process called as racemization. The next point is that this means that both enantiomers of product are formed in almost equal amount. Here the formation of both type of enantiomers, that is D and L, both the formation possibility of both is about 50-50%. Means here D isomer forms a 50%, and also L isomer form in a 50%. Racemization in SN1 reaction is the result of formation of planar carbocation intermediate, and it is why racemization take place? Due to the formation of planar carbocation in the first step as intermediate, and due to this planar carbocation, the nucleophile attack from the possibility of attacking of nucleophile from both sides, and hence it forms both type of isomers D and L, which having a possibility about 50-50%. Nucleophile can attack on planar carbocation from either side, which result in the formation of both enantiomers of product.